Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tito Claw. So please welcome your host, James Deacon.
Ooh, what's up, everybody? Hey, Tito James here, and greetings to all the Tito Clockers here with the rest of the gang all the way through. Actually, no, technically not all the way through. We are doing a very short and special episode of Tito Clock because I am gonna get traveling very soon and gotta get all the requirements done, etc. So it's gonna be a shorter version, but you know what? We had to come here for the raffle at least draw out the Shopwise raffle and of course the dashcam DDPAI, because these are two very, very awesome prizes, especially nowadays. And what a break that will be for the average household, right? We've got the DDPAI as well, which is great to keep an extra set of eyes on the road because a lot of crazies out there. You saw what happened, right, with the Mandaluyong guy, the RAV4, somewhere around Mega Mall, with that poor enforcer that got run over by that car. That was just absolutely shocking. Probably one of the most shocking things I've ever seen so far on social media. And that's saying a lot. We've seen a lot. But the brazenness and the awfulness of all the what the guy did, crazy. We don't even know if it's a guy because that's another thing. Is they're protecting the person's identity, aren't they, right? That's another thing that's driving everyone kind of really crazy at the moment is this guy, girl, whatever, we don't know. They're saying it's the son of the registered owner, but they won't, at least right now, that I don't know, that they're giving his name out. Now, I can kind of understand that, to a certain degree, privacy and all that, and the guilty, the innocent, the whole social media trial. I get that. I'm also, I see the value in keeping these things in the courtroom first and then later on sort of then release it. However, and this is the deal breaker here, if you're going to behave like that in public, on a public road, like that's as public as it gets, right? There's CCTV, there's also dash cam. Let's just call it an accident of negligence because you were texting, which is wrong, but you somehow didn't see him and boom, hit him. It's the running over part that is absolutely indefensible. So therefore, yeah, you lose your right to privacy when you behave like that publicly. Okay, more on that a little bit later. We've got, let's kick things off. If you do see something in Free Plug Friday that interests you, do go out of your way to message them. We always give you their Facebook and Instagram, whatever details we give to you, and try to support them because this is how we get the economy kick-started, okay? For that, we need X. What you got in the box there, X?
Hi, Tito James. We actually have a lot in store once again, but before we go there, I just want to say hi to all Tito Blockers. Welcome to another edition of Free Plug Friday. All right, feast your eyes on this great Tito James. That's our Free Plug Friday. What? Let's start Free Plug Friday with some Thai street food from Sukhumvit Thai restaurant. So Tito James, it hails all the way from BF Resort Las Piñas. So how did you find some of the items that they sent over?
Very good. Very good. So let me see. Let me go through all of
How
them.
about the pad thai? Remember?
That's the one, right? I was just thinking that I had that for like 2 days.
Straight.
Yeah,
I
of course,
noticed. I
'cause
noticed.
It's one of those things that gets better the day after, trying all this
True.
flavors soaked in. And
Even more.
I
yes.
enjoy that, and I'm particular with pad thai because I really I like it, but it's 50-50 for me, hit and miss in a lot of Thai restaurants.
That's true. And you're not very particular about like certain food, but I know with pad thai, you're pretty particular about it.
It's either I love it or you really don't. I wouldn't want to say hate, but I love it or really don't. This one I love.
For me personally, I love the chicken satay and the fact that it came with 2 kinds of dipping sauces, vinegar and peanut sauce. And apart from the pad thai and chicken satay, they also sent som tam, Tito James, which is basically green papaya salad, as well as mango sticky rice for dessert.
Yeah.
Which I noticed you weren't so eager to share, Tito James.
No, I needed to do
Wow.
some thorough testing of that.
Thorough.
So, yeah.
Thorough.
You can't just do a sample size.
Not-
You gotta go for the long-term test.
You're right. You're right.
It was in the public interest that I ate all of it.
So guys, for those who also want to take it to like a more extensive test and check out their other dishes as well. If you're in the area, if you're with family and friends, hope you can visit their branch in Las Piñas, or you can send them a message on Facebook and Instagram to order.
Yeah.
Again, Sukhumvit Thai restaurant. Next, we go to King Sean, and King Sean hails all the way from Caloocan City that started very recently as a way to pivot during the pandemic. And sadly, it's because the owner also lost his job, so he decided to put up King Sean to support his family. So they sent over some of their best sellers, such as the King Hungarian sandwich, Versilog, skinless log, and some thick Milo for dessert. How did you find it, James? Since I don't eat most of the dishes that they sent over.
So you're missing out on so
I
much.
know, but more for you, right? How about the King Hungarian sandwich? It's like the bestseller. How did you find it?
Yes, well, I love a good Hungarian.
Can't go wrong with Hungarian,
exactly
right?
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I did enjoy this a lot. And I was only able to try that one Hungarian, though I wasn't able to try the rest. So that was my experience with it, and very good.
Even the fries were actually pretty fresh. I mean, that's the only thing I could eat, but it was still pretty fresh when it arrived in the studio. Guys, price is 55 pesos for the Versilog, 60 pesos for the skinless silog, 130 pesos for the King Hungarian, and it's 30 pesos for the thick Milo. Again, King Sean on Facebook. All that food made me want dessert even more, and thankfully, Tita James, we have Luisa's Delight to solve this craving. So, Tita James, Luisa's Delight started back in 2020 as a way for the owner to bring a taste of Japanese desserts through his coffee jelly and matcha jelly creations. How did you find the coffee jelly, Tita James?
I love coffee jelly.
Oh,
and yeah, there was a lot of cream there. I had to
Yes.
sort of cut back a little bit to the weight, but yes.
Same,
If you're not watching that, it's delicious.
If you're not watching it, you can just see how thick
yes.
of a layer that
Yes,
cream is,
yes.
right? And with a dusted chocolate powder too. And DJs, I mean, to be honest with you, my first love is actually the coffee jelly with homemade cream. But I gotta give props to the matcha jelly as well, especially when you put azuki beans on it. Guys, price is 150 pesos for the coffee jelly, and it's 180 pesos for the matcha jelly with azuki beans. One more thing to note, guys, is they are only available on certain days of the week, but hope you can still check them out and have a taste of Japanese dessert at home alone, with your friends, or with family. Again, Luisa's Delight on Facebook and Instagram. Last but not least, we go to bestpartsman.ph. So, Tito James, bestpartsman.ph is an online store for, yes,
Wow,
directly.
right.
Go straight to your heart,
absolutely.
Tito James, for modern Vespa that offers parts and accessories. So just check these out, Tito James. And guys, hope you can check it out too. And who knows, they might have the part or accessory that you, your friends, your family may need. Guys, price varies depending on the item. So hope you can check them out. bestpartsman.ph on Facebook. Well, that's all we have for this week's edition of Free Black Friday. Stay safe and always sanitize the blockers. This is X. Peace out. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. Good luck with the raffle. Woo, 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 woo.
Woo! Andale, andale, that was Free Plug Friday. Of course, if you have anything that you'd like featured on Free Plug Friday, remember, just be a small business, okay? Don't be one of these big multinationals that come and sneak through the back door and go, "You love their product for us for free, please." Come on, man, give a chance to others. You know, there's so many people out there that could use a helping hand. We want to save it for them. Just use this link over here. See, it's scrolling with my finger. See, I'm timing it. Look at that link. Woo. All right, so you can put your send it there, Gignitis, and X will take care of the rest. All right, so being a light and sweet show today, we're going to skip the Ask Me Anything. We're going to skip the inbox for my blood pressure. We're going to go straight to raffle time. Those are about 10 grand, not about, that's 10,000 worth of raffles for Shopwise. And this celebrate, of course, their new rebranding that they're doing in their stores. So it's a whole new experience right now. For many of us, we grew up with Shopwise, especially, I mean, they've been here since the 90s, right? Late 90s, 98, if I remember correctly. And yeah, we've just always gotten used to the value for money, etc. But now what they're doing is they're creating a more of an international experience as well, but a visa-free one, which is needs no membership, right? No complicated membership. Just walk in, walk out like any local, and just just buy it without hassle. I don't really see the reason why, but that's for another episode later on. This makes it easier. Okay. Also, we're going to raffle this off. This is the DDPAI, the Mole Cube N3. Very, very good. I've been using DDPAI in my car since I started. Most of my dash cams have been DDPAI, and I just like them because they're easy to use and they've got good interface with the app, etc. Okay, Rocket, are you ready? This is first for the DDPAI. Yeah, these are really bright. Let's just lower that a little bit. How's that? Yeah. No? There? I just feel like it's... I feel like a ghost here or something. Anyway. Yeah, it's a ghost, very ghostish. There, that's better. All right, you ready, Rocket? Somebody. Help somebody. Everyone's looking at you. All right, if you win, you know how to get a hold of Matthew. You're a dashcam winner. Just type a message over here, the Rocket Launcher, and send a message to his account, the Rocket Launcher on IT. All right, so that's how you get a hold of us. Very fast because, well, Rocket does get bad. We have to sit through a little bit less of that than traffic stuff that comes on the Facebook account. So that's the fastest way to get a hold of us. All right. What else we got there? We got the major prize. This is 10K worth, but this is split up between two winners. Ready, Rocket? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. You don't look very enthused, Rocket. Huh? Yeah. The two winners, huh? Two winners. Okay, now that's really, I can't read that. That's too small, but you read it, I hope. There you go. Frederick, Mendoza, and Marianne. Mayanne. But not Mayanne, right? Reyes. Okay, anyway, those are our winners. Again, for the umpteenth time. X keeps pointing out because you're going to need to make sure they go to Rocket's account. There it is. There you go. Right there. Okay, you know what to do now. Winners, send your screenshot to Rocket's account and we'll get a hold of that and make sure we get you your prize. All right, that wraps up this super light episode of Tita Clock. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're one of our winners. If not, we do this all over again next Friday. So I think it's also going to be a light one next Friday, is it? Is it that one that we... Oh, no, that's no, it's different one. That's a full one. That's a normal one. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Be safe and be kind to one another. Bye.
Fancy meeting you in my internet. Couldn't help but notice your smile while everybody else around us is surfing about. Can we just stop and chat a while? Get away from these gray and boring, lonesome days of our quarantine. Early yet to say what lies ahead. It's just the first day of the rest of our lives. Love could be waiting at the end of this quarantine. Let's stop and talk a while. Let's stop and talk a while.